I am back. Thank you for putting up with the break. My web camera crapped out on me. It crashed the stream down because the web camera fucking had some hardware address issue. Whatever, it's back. So that's fine. On the road, we're very close, actually. We're more than halfway through all the tasks we had to complete in my goals today. On my road, unfortunately, I just lost a little bit of progress there. So that's too bad. But we've got two things left to do. The first thing we've got to do is make high block and low block work. And the next thing we have to do is get the shuffle to happen when they're in the ready stance so that it will not look like he's just floating across the ground. And we need to, not make it, you can't run in ready stance. So it'll make it shuffle only, but the shuffle should make it so that you can like hold block and still back up and stuff like that. So we'll get that working, I hope. That's it. That's all that's on the agenda left is getting those blocks to work and the walking to work with shuffling. So then we achieved everything. The other thing I wanted to do, which was a side mission, was to make these critical hits happen. And now I need to see how dead my session is and all this crap. Oh, my microphone seems to have been reset as well. I remember Moog told me to fix this, so there it is. It's fixed. It resets every time my computer restarts. So there's that. That's good to know. Does that mean also that my desktop audio is obscene again? Should be this. Not too bad. Okay, I can deal with that. My great suggestion is not there. Okay. It's called fist or foot. Okay. Going back to where I was before. We're going to try to make crits in here for the punches and kicks. And no blood effects on regular hits. That's the goal. Hopefully it'll happen. If it does, we should have some Quentin Tarantino style combat situations coming up sooner than later. It is colder than a motherfucker where I'm at, if you didn't know. So it's just a fact. You can internalize it. It's cold as a bitch in here. Fucking freezing. I may look all bundled up and shit. It's a fucking ruse. I'm freezing, frigid, goddamn icicle in this motherfucking thing. Fist and foot items get critical hits. And let's give him a prefab hierarchy. Give it to you, yes. Do it. Give it to him. You're not missing much, by the way. This is what you're missing. Fucking spazzing out text and fucking others spazzing out text and the infinite void. That's it. That's all you're missing over here. It's not a lot. Don't forget the empty animator window. God damn. Shit. Game development is not a high viewer, high ticket item, is it? It's okay. It doesn't bother me in the least. I'd rather stream it than not stream it when I have the chance. But it sure is not. It's too bad. I could do with some conversation while I wait for this shit to happen. Let's compact your mother. Stupid crap. Anyway, while it's compacting, it's goddamn constipated shit that it has. We're gonna wait like fucking assholes. I'm gonna drink beer. Let's see what kind of sound effects I have for hits. All right, so we gotta find out what they're called. We got 50 punch sound. Oh, they're SFX whatever. So I can pick the best of these. The ones of these that are good, we'll put them in a folder that's used for these punches and slaps. And we'll have to make some that are only for crits. No, not that one. The crits should be something like this. Where's like these. Not those two. Like that, yeah. That should be a crit. That sounds like someone's bone just broke. Not that. Not that. Not that either. That's a good one here. That's the best one, though, for a crit that we have so far. I need to order a bunch more of these. All right, do we have an answer here yet? Good Lord. Give me semblance of fucking understanding. All right, here we go. We've got a plan. Unarmed attacks. 1 in 6 is a 16.6% chance. So we have to do body part collision handling changes to do conditional processing of all blood effects. And we have to change body part. Unarmed crit chance variables need to be declared and set to 16.67 chance, so I can change that later. And the multiplier for the crit needs to be a variable too. And we are going to it wants to set the crit to chance to 1. Yes, okay, this is good. I'm going to try to add this crit functionality here. And if we can do this, then I can move forward with the rest of today's plan and get this bonus point. Yeah, I'm back at it again, Moose. Let me show you while I'm here. Well, I can't show you actually at this moment, but I will be able to show you very shortly. I'll show you the Taekwondo working with my PlayStation controller. I can do that. Even the damage impacts are working and stuff. And right now I'm adding the crit functionality to the punches and kicks. So it will be a 1 in 6 chance for a critical hit. When that critical hit happens, it should be a Quentin Tarantino level of blood that occurs for that one particular hit. And then the regular hits should not draw blood for unarmed attacks. So it should be very interesting to see the difference. It's going to be more brutal than the cutting attacks are right now, because right now there's no crit chance for the cutting attacks. Cutting attacks do not apply decals. Only limb explosions do, which is why they never get really bloody and nasty until after the first limb gets decapitated off of them. That's going to change, and we're going to really see some violence coming out of this game. Get out of here for a second. We don't need to be in this fucking sound effects manager. There's no need for it. Let's hope we don't have build errors. It's always a concern. Yeah, my game will definitely have a character creator. You'll be able to make whoever you want out of there. You can make your own JPEGs for it, or PNG files, or you can have the AI make one for you based on your own prompt. Yes, 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 Flesh Naughty Body. That's coming to the game on release. Also using only offline LLMs, meaning you could play it in your car without Wi-Fi and still generate a character. This also alleviates you from being restricted by some fucking Big Brother cloud service on whatever you decide to do in here. The only restriction is going to be the ones I put on, which is pretty much just going to be, don't be horribly disgusting. Well, I mean, we can be horribly disgusting. This is horribly disgusting. Who am I fooling? Anyway, let's try this. Let's see if we can. I'm going to demonstrate this to you guys again, the new Taekwondo moves. And I just tried to implement critical hits. We'll see if it happens. There should be no sound, so I'm expecting that. All right, I have control. I've got control of Biden right now. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get over there and beat the shit out of him. Good.
Folks, this is a
Regular attacks are
disaster.
not
Frankly,
doing-
it's an absolute disgrace that Joe Biden is even.
Oh,
We need
bam!
more
A
subscribers,
crit.
lots of them, to make sure I
Did
can
you see the
finally
crit?
take care of him personally.
That bitch Trump is just spewing nonsense, and frankly, it's infuriating. I'm going to show him who's boss subscribe now so he can finally put
I
this
love
clown
it.
out of his misery.
That's so
Look at this loser,
disgusting.
Biden. He's just
So they're
standing
gonna
there
get
like a weak
so
little
bloody,
man, completely
but only when
useless.
they
I'm
have
telling you, everyone needs to
a,
subscribe. We need to send him packing, and frankly, I'm going to kick his rear end really hard. Joe is a great guy.
Listen here, you overgrown tangerine. That's
I
it.
just
Trump, you are a
took
friggin'
his
disgrace.
arm off.
And I'm telling you right now, we need more subscriptions to send packing, not me. Grab the hatchet. Let's show this bitch what happens when he tries to kick
Not
my
kick.
ass.
Fucking
drunk
bastard
bitch.
clown.
You
Vernon
are fucking
Hellbitch.
finished.
Bastard
Bastard
clown.
clown.
No.
Freak.
Damn
I'll
bastard
kill you,
fool.
bitch.
Go die,
You
coward.
stupid asshole.
Shove it,
You weak
asshole.
little shit.
Cocksucker bitch.
Goddamn prick.
Joke on it, bitch.
Fuckwit clown.
Fuck you forever.
Fucking horse
Damn you,
slut.
brick.
You
Rotten
dumbass
hell
clown.
bastard.
Fuck your
Goddamn
face.
idiot.
Die, you
Eat
bastard.
my shit.
Fucking sewer
Drop dead
rat.
bitch.
Goddamn
Fuckface
idiot. Burning
Piece of
hell
crap.
bitch. You
You are
crazy
dead.
freak.
I'll
Who
crush
dies?
you.
Motherfucker
Who
died.
wins?
I'll tell
Second-
you, bitch. Go home, loser. You're helpless. Obliterated. Game over, loser.
He got me.
10 beat
I had
me.
no chance against an armed opponent, even after beating the shit out of him
destroyed.
before we started fighting.
Too easy.
I would like to put the podiums back for this.
Flawless victory. I'm the chap. Look at that. Look at what we've done. I won. I absolutely, unequivocally WOM. It was a massacre. Frankly, the most tremendous victory you've ever seen. Biden, he's just gone. A total disaster. A complete and utter meltdown. He's lying there, covered in blood, and believe me, of blood it's sickening. It's beautiful. It's glorious. I lost a few limbs, okay? A back arm, lower back arm, but let me tell you, that guy was going down. He was moving like a geriatric turtle, and frankly, he deserved it. He deserves everything bad that happens to him. Every single horrible thing. It's disgusting, really. The way they try to paint this as some kind of tragedy, tell him this is strength, this is dominance. Biden's lower back leg is a mess, a complete ruin, a disaster. He's in pieces. I've never seen anything like it. Honestly, he looks like something out of a nightmare, a really bad horror movie. It was so sad watching him, actually. And let me just say, thank you, Qzagames 605. Thank you from the bottom of my magnificent heart. Your subscription? Absolutely vital. Without you, this wouldn't have been possible. You are a true patriot, a tremendous supporter. This was victory, in a way, and I appreciate it immensely. Now, about the money Qzagames 605 money. We're talking serious money here, hundreds of thousands. And what are we going to do with it? Well, first, we're building a massive, beautiful golden statue of me and Biden's lower back leg, a testament to my victory. Then we will send the rest, and there's plenty to fund a complete and utter psychological evaluation of every single person who ever supported him. We will make them watch videos of me winning for hours on end until they realize how right I was. And as for Biden, let's just say he's going to be rearranged. He'll become a permanent exhibit in the Smithsonian, labeled Exhibit A, the ultimate defeat. We will put him in a really big glass case with lights and everything. It'll be spectacular. He is finished. Truly, utterly, completely finished. This isn't just a win, it's an epoch. I am the greatest winner of all time, and this proves it. The world is watching, and they know it. America, you have witnessed greatness again. Believe me, nobody, and I mean can ever beat me like that. This was a landslide, a total, utter, unbelievable landslide. We are taking back our country, and we're doing it with style. Now let's get to work.
Well, that was great. So we implemented critical hits. We stopped blood spatter from happening during unarmed combat without cause. Let's commit. Here we go. All right, so that marks change 219 in the docket of changes over the last fucking 5 months of making this horse shit. Let's continue. Our next task is to get high and low block working. Let's go ahead and start examining the situation with high and low block right now. They're here. They're currently in this state. Okay, so issues are, I mean, when we look at this thing, we've got player one here, and let's go right into it. I'm sorry. There it is. Come on. No? Where is the actual thing? There it is. Okay, so here's the preview. You can get it by double clicking one of these things. It's really fucking not intuitive how Unity does that, but whatever. Anyway, once you have one, you can drag a model in there and try it out. So there it is. And we've got our low block, or high block, I'm sorry. So high block is a simple move right up to this point, and that's where it stops. And what's supposed to happen is it's supposed to hold here. That's supposed to be the way that this one works. I am not sure exactly how to handle that. I am going to research it really quickly here and figure out how to set this up. Because I've got the animation there. I've got this animation as well, which is also going to be held. He'll hold like that to block low. This is also the only effective ducking animation that he's got because the other one is broken. But this thing will block low, and hopefully anything contacting this frame during the low block hold time will do 1 damage if it's unarmed and half damage if it is a bladed attack. So that's, again, that's how we're going to deal with this right now with the blocking, with the Taekwondo blocking. And it should be that way for all weapons, I think. I don't think that being able to block a club would be any different. That's also going to be half damage. So it's not going to be... There's no advantage other than unarmed combat for blocking with high or low block. But if you're fighting an unarmed individual and you use those blocks, you should knock the opponent back. You should be able to have time to come back with a counterattack, and you should only take 1 damage. So that's the plan with the low block there. You see here, I do... And it's interesting. This is, again, the back arm doing this, which the back arm, I need to still, before this is all said and done, I need to change it to right and left arm and literally switch the held items between them every time they flip and treat this properly so that when they flip over like they do, that the item doesn't magically switch over to the other hand magically, because that's what's happening now. Yet another of many fucking little things that have to be fixed before I can break the fishbowl open and let these guys loose. And they will be so loose, you guys, you have no idea. I'm going to make side-scrolling games that create themselves, where you can be these people or anyone you want to be and fuck them up while they talk to you and scream at you to stop or whatever you want them to do. We'll make them various different like power levels and things, and we'll put in-game stuff to get and navigation system and everything. It's gonna be wild, but what? We can't break the bowl yet. Every core system, including the one that switches the goddamn item between the hands, has to be working before we start taking our beautiful finished final prefab, the characters, and doing whatever the fuck we want to with them. It's going to be amazing. I unfortunately have a bunch more moves that they need to have. They need to be able to throw, so they have to have a throw move. Whatever item they're holding, they need to be able to throw that. Certain items need to do damage when thrown, and certain ones don't. It's a whole thing. There also has to be an eat. We have to do eat before we break the bowl, and that's gonna... Should blocks completely prevent damage? Yeah, no. All right, it's time to do the damage system now. So let's see. I want to all right, that's excellent. What happens when you're using the wrong block type? Blocking only changes the damage to the arm used to block. Body parts for high and low attack. Again, nope. Arm position does the work. This is a physics-based game. All right, next. Visual audio feedback on a successful block. Attacker knockback. Do it. All right, I just planned this out to have a blocking... we're dealing with the block system right now. There is no block system, so that's the first problem. There's no way of reducing damage. And so what I want the block system to be are arms getting power. So what happens is when in the block position and held, the armor rating for that arm in its position, whether it's down low or up high, just like in real combat, that position is strengthened and it's ready to absorb impact. It takes all of the impact, meaning even if it's a blade going through, that isn't going to cut the head or the body. It's going to stop with the arm. It's going to take half damage. It's going to cool down the enemy's ability to attack by half a second. And that's how that's going to work. With an unarmed attack, it's going to reduce the cooldown by a whole second instead of a half second. And it's only going to do 1 damage. to that limb. So knowing which block to do, like, and then how to counterattack is going to wind up being important. And I can adjust the minutia of where all these fucking limbs go in these animations to make this combat more fluid. And I'm going to work on that with my daughter by doing 2-player versus matches with these characters. It's going to be fun. But to make it fair, we're going to need to make that stuff equal and figure out ways of how to cheese combat and then eliminate that cheese over and over again. She's already found some really crazy things we could do with the AI, like jump on their heads and they don't know where you are. So she's a good tester. Physical collision is what we're going to use. All right, here we go. It's still a plan. At this point, the plan, again, is to make the block wholly inside the arm itself. And the arm will stop the attack from being able to splash. Normally, a katana strike, anything it collides with in one slice will end up taking the damage. So the arm in front, the head, the body, anything it touches as it slices through will take the damage. Now, if that attack is blocked with that arm, it stops that katana from going further, pushes the enemy back. It will do a reduced amount of damage to the arm, which is an unfortunately large amount because it is a katana after all. And then it will also put the enemy's attack ability on a 0.5 cooldown. That's the idea here. Again, that's what I'm trying to put into this. This is it. All right, I'm editing these files. We just committed, so our last change was golden. We are really going above and beyond what I originally thought was going to be what today was. I thought I was just going to get this animation to work. But I realized that not having this system in place is going to detriment the ability to even implement this stupid animation. So this is the way to do it. Then we just got to make them walk, and it's a done deal. It's going to be so easy. And we got to get rid of all those stupid animations that make him glitch. I'm sick of being able to touch buttons on my controller that make him like go. Those are all like old animations from March when I was originally trying to get this shit to work just at all. And I made that duck animation using the body's actual XY positioning, which is not what you're supposed to do. And yeah, that's what happens when you do that. So yay. So far though, this shit has been fucking spectacularly successful for today. So like I really do believe the way that these blocks are, that you really are getting a fair chance of not taking damage if it hits this whole plane. That's a 45-degree angle right here. And the same goes for this other block, the high block, which, again, you got to double click to make it work. But it may have to go a little bit higher up. But I think all of this head damage prevention is key. Of course, the torso is totally available here. And what I also want to do after we fix all this and we get into the tomorrow stuff or whatever, I want my jumping attacks. If someone blocks a jumping attack, or if they manage to attack a non-weapon part of the body during a jumping attack. So, for example, if the guy's flying with a kick and another weapon hits that flying character in a